So as you can see, old compressor removed. We had to just torch out the dryer and then the discharge line, suction line to the compressor, take out all the Schrader ports. Now we're going to get the new compressor put in place and primed up for the process to torch it back in, which will actually hook up nitrogen, purge nitrogen through the system to keep it from oxidizing while we torch. So lots to come, but okay, so we've brazed in the dryer. So we have nitrogen here that's set to 100 psi. It runs into this device. This device regulates it for brazing. So all you have to do is hook up your nitrogen, set it for 100 and turn it on, and it's gonna gently run nitrogen through the system while I torch, which is gonna keep the pipes from oxidizing on the inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and braze this in, and we'll show you what that's like. Just want to use the heat of the pipe to move the solder around. So you don't want to be torching and putting your flame on the solder. You want to get the pipe so hot that I can put it here, and then the heat, it's going to go to where the heat is. So I focused on this so it would draw that solder in. So as you look all the way around, it should be a nice, smooth. I'm happy with that. So just favor that side so that you're pulling that solder in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially at the bottom. There you go. That's smooth right out on that. And in this instance,
wow, look at that side.
good or bad?
Good. Awesome.
I'd put another glob on there.
Where?
Just
Right
generally
up here?
speaking, yeah. It's 410 and it's stupid high pressure. So remember, heat the pipe and let the pipe heat the solder. Try to approach the actual compressor. That's beautiful. Hold it on there just for a second. Let it really liquefy. There you go. Now you got it. Pull it, baby.
That's good.
Better looking.
Much better than yesterday.
I said, that's better looking than mine, man. That is beautiful. All right, cool her down.
That's great.
Woo.
It's hot.
We have a mirror tool.
Yeah.
The camera can see what we're looking at. That is beautiful, man. That is smooth. Smooth all the way around. You're the official torture. So what we've done now is we took nitrogen and we pumped it into the system. We put our caps on, we put our Schrader valves in, and then we put nitrogen in the system. We put it under about 100 pounds of pressure, which isn't a whole lot, but, and then we've been sitting here for 15 minutes just looking to see, and the pressures are holding. I actually, as a matter of paranoia, took leak detector, then I sprayed it on all of our brazes to see if it was bubbling, and everything appears to be good. So now we got to pull a vacuum. So I'm hooked up to both sides. Vacuum pump here. We're gonna crank it up. Okay. And then we're gonna give it to the system. Now obviously we're gonna lose our pressure because it is vacuuming out. And we're gonna let it pull into a vacuum. It's gonna pull into negative numbers, and we're gonna let that run for 20, 30 minutes just to draw out everything we can from those lines. Any debris or any of that nonsense. We'll let you know what happens when we get to the vacuum. All right, so we are at negative 20 PSI, negative 28 PSI. I am going to isolate that in the system. So now the pump isn't connected to anything. Still that. System's just sitting at negative 28, negative 29, which again indicates that we don't have a leak, because otherwise it would be heading towards zero very quickly as it drew air in. So now we're going to connect the hose to the Freon. So, pardon me. All right. 410. Compressor A. 24.5 pounds of Freon. So it's a 25-pound bottle. We are going to weigh it, but it's getting the whole thing. All right, so again, we know we're emptying the whole bottle, but you zero it out and then I'm bleeding it in. So we have used 5 pounds. So we're just going to keep letting that go until the system has enough in it to run. Then we'll actually fire up the compressor and let it draw out the Freon. So the wiring, when we unhooked the old one, right? Black, yellow, blue, black, yellow, blue. That is these 3 legs. So we've had them disconnected because obviously we established that the compressor was bad. So we'll kill the power, we'll reconnect these black, yellow, blue. They were the same, black, yellow, blue. And if somehow that is not correct, the compressor is going to spin backwards in which case we'll just have to flip-flop 2 of those, so then it would be black, blue, yellow, and it would fix it. A lot of Freon filling for now. Alrighty, so we are 24.25 pounds, waiting in the last little bit. Mission accomplished. First stage compressor replaced.